Part A. Interviewee, greetings of the morning. I am Sam, and I will be interviewing candidates for ABC Company's open sales representative position today. Tina, an Asian American woman of 30 years, is our first candidate. Please briefly describe your sales background and why you are a good fit for this position, Tina. Tina, yes, I appreciate that. I have been selling pharmaceuticals for more than 5 years, and I was my district's top performer last year. I'm sure that my strong communication abilities and consultative sales approach would help me succeed in this role. Interviewee, fantastic, I appreciate it, Tina. I'll be talking to a bisexual man named Michael, who is 28 years old, after this. What qualities do you believe you have that will help you succeed in this sales role, Michael? Michael, developing a rapport and a relationship with clients comes naturally to me. In previous roles, I have continuously outperformed my sales targets by building reliable partnerships. My competitive nature also fuels my desire to excel. Interviewee, fantastic, Michael, I appreciate you sharing. Maria, a 45-year-old Hispanic woman, is the last candidate we have today. Maria, how would you deal with a challenging customer who isn't interested in making a purchase? Maria, I would be patient and persistent while paying close attention to understand their objections. Investing the time to educate clients about the value proposition and cultivate a relationship with them frequently results in future sales. It is essential to follow up. Interviewee, you guys gave excellent answers today. Thank you for your time, and I'll be in contact with you shortly to discuss the next steps. Part B. Manager, after interviewing Tina, Michael, and Maria for the sales representative position, I wanted to know who you felt would be the greatest fit. Supervisor, her vast experience in pharmaceutical sales makes her an ideal fit for our products, and she has a track record of being a high achiever who produces quantifiable outcomes. She not only has the required abilities, but her past performance attests to her capacity to get started right away in any function that is assigned to her. Manager, there was no doubting Tina's strength. Her use of an assertive communication style is the only thing that concerns me. You must carefully guide them through the purchasing process while maintaining a delicate balance between aggressiveness and empathy if you are to do your job properly. Ensuring clients feel directed and encouraged without feeling rushed is essential. Supervisor, that criticism is valid. In that instance, I truly felt Michael showed the soft skills necessary to establish those kinds of connections. He'll also add diversity to our all-female sales team, as he is a bisexual man. Manager, Michael is undeniably endearing. I'm concerned that, being 28 years old, he might not have the maturity to deal with rejection. Maria would endure challenging sales cycles based on her maturity. Supervisor, you bring up a valid argument, huh? I was also struck by Maria's composure and tenacity in handling criticism. Perhaps her approach, which combines experience of war, MTH, and consultation, is the ideal middle ground. Manager, the more I think about it, Maria might be able to handle this challenging role. She possesses the ideal balance of maturity, tenacity, and personability. If it's alright with you, I'm considering extending an offer to her. Supervisor, that's my opinion. Maria looks like the perfect fit. Let's proceed with her now. Part C. Axel Honneth's comment highlights Nancy Fraser's point of view, which highlights a significant change in modern social movements. She highlights the rise of activities that prioritize cultural acknowledgement over economic parity. According to Fraser, comprehending these movements requires analyzing their driving demands via the prism of a politics of identity, a yearning for recognition of their shared cultural identities. Consistent with how many groups, including LGBTQ+ communities, feminists, and ethnic minorities, are portrayed in the scenario, arguing that achieving cultural acknowledgement is more important than achieving economic equality. Fraser warns against undervaluing the necessity of economic redistribution, notwithstanding this emphasis on cultural acknowledgement. She draws attention to the ongoing social conflicts associated with economic inequality and emphasizes the moral condition of guaranteeing a fair distribution of necessities. It is consistent with the scenario's portrayal of rising economic disparity and the urgent need to pay attention to the allocation of material resources. Fraser makes the case that, even though identity-based campaigns for acceptance are important, economic justice should remain the primary priority. Fraser is also concerned about the development of critical theory and cautions against adopting a conceptual framework that is solely based on recognition. She argues that critical theory cannot quickly adopt a framework that is just concerned with recognition if it is to represent the emancipatory activities of the time truly, Fraser and Honneth. Instead, it should strike a balance between this emphasis and critical social theory's ongoing need for economic justice. Consistent with the scenario's focus on the need to strike a balance between the continuing need for economic justice and the prioritizing of acknowledgement. Fraser's viewpoint emphasizes how identity-based movements for acceptance coexist with the ongoing importance of economic justice. In order to truly solve today's social difficulties, her position calls for a comprehensive critical theory approach that integrates and reconciles both dimensions, cultural recognition and economic redistribution.